going to, okay, you should have a notification.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm going to
Okay.
click it in a second. Okay.
So transparency, so as you're growing, you're going to
Yes.
be as, because you see, one thing that is very exciting is as you are growing, as I am growing, you are growing, and you'll be seeing firsthand how it's going, right? So a lot of the, before now, I've pushed, I've done a lot more one-on-ones, okay, before now. And then now and like I said, I did one-on-ones before I started doing even videos. Okay, video was just a part of the work that I did. And now the whole of 2020, I was pivoting into just focusing on videos. Now that was challenging because I wanted to, it's like, no, but I could get all these other new clients and I could, but I felt God saying, no, just go to videos. Go to videos.
Yes.
And so I have to say 2020 was the hardest year in business for me, because it's like you're at this level, then you come to this level, and you're trying to be known again and all of that. However, I love it because it's like being the competitor for someone like Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and what's his name, Impact 100X,
Yes. Yes. Pedro Adea.
exactly. I'm not at their level, right? And so the more I was working at that space, and I'm sharing this so you can your picture as well. If because of the fact that I was looking for their own client, their own ideal clients, and I don't have the same marketing budget that they have, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, plus the fact that I'm a professional photographer, it's much easier for me to just be natural and just say, yeah, that's me. I have 20 years experience in photography. I can help you with videos, so it's much easier to sell, right? So I'm sharing that because I want you to see that as we go, there's a lot of test and change, test and test it out and see, is this where we change it to, and a lot of that little decisions that we make along the way is very important and vital. Now, at some point, you may not see as much results, okay, from what you're doing. But after a while, you start to see, because it's the foundational piece that you're putting in place, and then the rest just begins to fall in place, right? And so, for example, the last couple of days, all the interactions that I've been having with people and my team has been having, many of them have led to people buying my one-on-one, my mini course.
All right.
Okay. And that's a good thing, especially because of the fact that when they get that, they get some results, okay, without me being there with them. Then once they get that, the next level is, but I need more, right? And now it's the next question is, am I ready now, or should I, I'm personally in the space where I do not try to convince people to buy, okay? Especially because it takes work.
Yeah.
So because I know I can convince people to buy my product. I used to do sales. I used to do insurance.
Yes, me too.
And so I can convince people. However, I choose not to, especially again, because there was, at the beginning of my coaching program, there was a client that I got, and this is because I'm a pastor, right? And this is a lady that is also a part of the church, right? And so I did this, and I gave her the spiel about the program, and then I was like, it looks like you're not the right fit for the program. This is what I'm looking for, the kind of client that I'm looking for. And she was like, no, that's exactly what I want. I really want that, and I was like, yeah, okay. So it was more like I was even pushing, don't buy it. Then she was like, no, I really want it, and it was a beta program. It was $1,000 about 4 years ago, and she bought the program, but she didn't finish
Mm,
because she wasn't the right fit.
yes.
So I think that, because again, the challenge that I had with her was she wanted to hang out with me. She wanted me to help
Hmm.
pastor, but my business is different from my pastoring,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it's eventually I was giving her lots of tasks to do, and she got too overwhelmed, and she was like, you know what, she can't cope with this. It's a lot, so that's why I would suggest that as you're going, you start to see people that need the service that you have, but go at your pace, okay?
Hmm.
Pace, and then but look out for success.
Hmm.
There must be some things that are changing as
Hmm.
that it's indicator for you that things are moving on. Things are moving on. And the fact that I know you're a person of faith, the fact that we're not where we are physically doesn't mean
Yes.
that we're not there, right? Because we are actually there.
Yes.
The action is put in place, right? It's like you swing the bat, you swing the bat. It doesn't guarantee that you're gonna make the goal, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
The swinging of the bat is what's going to determine how many of those are actually going to be successes,
Yes.
not. So I wanted to start with that.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I don't know if anything come up from that, and then we're gonna jump
Well,
into.
I like what you said about look for indicators of success. And when you talked about the action build success, it's like building muscle.
Mhm.
And so I can relate to that analogy, and it's not always what we want to hear, but it's necessary for building a business. And so I've kind of reached the point where I'm committed and committing in whatever state I'm in, and so it's like, great, I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Let's go step by step. I'm saying with courage and faith.
Amen. Amen. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So now let me share my screen. I think I'm not sure if
Mhm.
you've seen this before, but I'm gonna bring it up. There is a video that I mean, were you able to go into the course, the get
The
clients?
I went in there about a week ago. I didn't get a chance to get in there this morning, but I was able to go through and navigate,
Mhm,
and it looked very interesting. I was really excited about it.
mhm.
Um, and I figured I would wait for the orientation first. Normally I go through everything.
Yes, yes.
And now it's like I'm really serious about having someone mentor me
Mhm.
through the steps
Yeah.
and be accountable for
Mhm,
each.
mhm.
That's talk about golden. That's what I saw as golden about your offer.
Yes, it is. It is golden. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm just sharing directly from
Mhm.
Canva. So you see,
Thank you.
yeah. So now it's part of the way this works is I have this video, this slide that I use all the time. I've done this a couple of times. I would just go, it's just about 12 12 slides, that I would sometimes I would use it in other people's groups. Sometimes I would do it anywhere. I just feel like it, but it's also inside the course. And I want you to see the golden method.
Mhm.
Okay, so the golden method is you go, you do it live, you deliver value, you engage, and then you nurture them to take action. Right. So now the important part of the go is you actually leave you leave you and you go to the ideal clients. You go to them in your mind, you stop thinking about yourself, you start thinking about them, what they want, what they need, what actions they need to take, what how's it going to make it easy for them. How can I make all of this easy for them. Because in your own mind, as you begin to do your videos, most of the times as the expert, you start to feel like I have a lot, because you have a lot. But you see the part that you think are not important, that's the part that is extremely important for them. I'll give you, there are, when I started talking about videos, okay, so I mean, in short, I was actually in a mastermind when I was a part of this mastermind. We were learning about, it was a small group of people, ladies, and we're learning Facebook ads. And then, they would say, create a video, create this video, and I would just easy create videos, create, like
Yes.
that. And then one day, the one girl was like, oh, look, what, your video, like, for her to do a video, she's like, I can't do it. They say, bring a video, she can't do it. And I'm like, why can't you do it? Just do it. Like, just turn on your camera and just do.
Yes.
Before that, I didn't think it was a big deal to do videos. It was just, you just do it. Obviously, because I had built the strength, I mean, the skill over the years, and I know how to make it look good. So she was like, can I pick your brain? And I was like, sure. And then we sat down, and I looked her, I was telling her, so you do this, and I would just say something, and she'd be like, slow down, like me. So now, all those things that you think are so easy, no,
Yes.
they don't need this. In short, there was a time I felt my friends shouldn't be seeing me talk about live videos. Like, I studied accounting. Like, my friends would, I'm like, after all these years, I'm still talking Facebook lives, when people are in charge of country, city, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. Okay, now you have to leave yourself and you actually go to the ideal client. And those things that actually feel stupid simple, those are the things that they need to, to you, they look, but to them, they're not. Okay. So that's the go part of it. Okay. Now the live is actually the fact that you interact, you're interacting. Like, for example, right now, this is a live video. I'm talking to you. It's not a pre-recorded thing that I'm, like it's in the course, right? This is
Yes.
live. And hear from you. You can talk back to me, any kind of live video, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's on LinkedIn, YouTube, anywhere. Okay. Because the vital part of it is that exchange. Because remember, we're going to them. We want to hear back from them. Engagement. And now there is also the part of, when you're doing your live video, you would notice that, sometimes some people don't show up while you're there, but still you have to pretend as if they're there. Okay. That's why the activity that I want you to do, the first one that we're going to do, we start to look at who is that person, and we start to actually know them and talk to them. Okay. And there was a time that I had in my whiteboard here in my office, put it in front of my camera at a point, and I wrote the name of someone that I knew was my ideal client. So time I'm doing my video and my eyes go, and I feel like, oh, I'm the only one here. I go and look at that name and I pretend as if I'm talking to that person. Okay? So it's extremely important that it's live. And now, at the beginning, extremely important. Later on, you can start to, joke around, and as in when you see the kind of results that you're looking for, and now it's steady, you don't really, it's not as, compulsory. You can still do pre-recorded later. However, once you learn the habit of going live, it's not a big deal, and you just do it, and people know you for that. Okay, so now you deliver value. That's what we're going to be doing, as we continue to do this. And then you engage with them. So you deliver value to them, something that actually will solve a problem in their life right now. But that problem has to be something that would also lead to the solution that you provide, right? So we'll break all of that down, engage with them, hear their feedback, ask them more questions, pretend as if you don't know. Because even though you know, you want to know. Okay. You
Yes.
know what, because when you are thinking about, that's why a lot of people think of amazing business ideas that never turn into anything, because it's just in your head and nobody else needs it. Is anybody going to pay for that? Right. So that's why we really need the engagements, and you will see even big companies, before they launch anything up till today, they will still do research and development. Right.
Yes.
So think of this as your R&D every single time. And then the last portion of it is actually nurture those relationships. Don't let it stop at the video.
Mhm.
Okay? So you nurture those relationships and you actually bring them to take action. Every single video that you create must enable people take action.
Yes.
Okay. It must enable your ideal client take action. Okay. Now, the next slide there is this right here, is very important for you to know. When you begin to connect with people on social media, you start to reach out to people that know you, first of all, right?
Yes.
And then there are people that have no clue who you are. Now,
Mhm.
there are lots of them. By the way, you joined the summit. Who
Yes, I
invited
did.
who invited you to the summit?
I can't remember how I got the email. Um, I don't know if it was, oh, I can't think of her name.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um, I'd have to look and see.
Okay. I'd love to know.
Mhm.
Now,
I don't know if
so
it was Cheryl. Do you partner with Cheryl Fluff?
yeah,
It might
Cheryl.
have been Cheryl.
Ah,
Yes. I
Cheryl.
think it might have been Cheryl.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
because
Yeah.
she had a presentation scheduled for the summit.
Mhm,
Yes, it was
mhm.
Cheryl.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so the reason why I'm asking that is I want you to see the way it works, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes, you're going to be reaching out to people that that are in your ecosystem, online, but there are others that are inside of my place and other people's, spaces. And as you do your videos or anything that you do online, you're going to need to, have that at the back of your mind, that people know you, and then people that don't know you as well. And as you begin to do your videos as well, you also want to, this is the time that you want to focus your social media energy, and whatever space you choose, like for example, Facebook, you can devote that to just building your business for now. Okay. So that as people come, because you're going to be attracting people that don't know you. You want them to know you but at the same time, you want them to know you as the personal you, right? So once in a while you share some other things that are not business related, but you want to keep your space clean. And I'm gonna give you some things that you need to do to check. I can't remember if it's week number 3, where you're going to, do an audit on your
Great.
Facebook profile, so that we make sure, it looks the part.
It's
Okay.
time. It's
Yeah.
time to do all of my website, social media, and
Yeah.
also my community tab opened up on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Very good.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
they're pushing it. I'm uploading so many shorts.
Okay.
And I do the naturescapes
Yeah.
and the viewership, the views, not necessarily subscribers, but
Yes.
they're opening it up for those who are pushing to grow. So I'm
That's good.
looking forward to, having that as one of
Yeah,
our
that's beautiful.
strategy sessions. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So now this is the most important part of this video and
Mhm.
slide. Okay. And so the way I'd like you to see this is the leads that you're bringing in. So this unknown people and known people, whether
Mhm.
it's people that know you or people that don't know you, think of them as people that have the problem that you solve. Okay. Now, some of them are at the space right now that they don't even know that they have a problem.
Mhm.
Okay. So we call those people they are not problem aware. Right. There are some others that are problem aware, but they are not solution aware.
Mm.
Okay. So now we want to use your content, that's your videos, the ones that you do on Facebook right here. You're going to be using that to move them and to identify people that are actually hot leads. Okay. Hot leads are people that are tired of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now it's they've tried different things. They're
Mm-hmm.
tired of trying and they just want the solution like right now. In short, they've tried to solve it themselves and they just realize that I need someone to help me with this portion of my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are like that guy in the picture where he's everything is so hot and he's sweaty and like
Mm-hmm.
that's the kind of person that would take action right away.
Yes.
Okay. And now it's a numbers game. If you
Mm-hmm.
It's like a funnel. Okay. If you bring 1,000 people into the funnel, some of them are going to, it's going to segregate. Some of them will fall off, right? But the ones that buy immediately are the ones that are ready to take action like right away. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the others that are cold, you use your content to educate them to see that, oh, the fact that you're having this problem is actually a sign that there's a bigger problem that we need to fix,
Yeah.
and all of those kind of things, and this now brings you, so everywhere, the first step that we want to take in this program is actually identify how to segregate these people and know, how do I know that this person is cold? How do I know that this person is hot? How do I know this person is warm? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I need to do to the cold audience to move them to the next level and then, the next level like that. Right.
Yes.
So
I like
that's,
that.
yeah, go ahead.
I like this because I've heard it before, but now that I've had, over a year now of training and trying and, offering and all of that and a little bit of client work,
Mhm.
it makes me think differently. Even as you're speaking it, I'm starting to feel like an authority.
Yeah.
It's like it's edifying. And it alerts me to that when I'm speaking to really be consciously aware of
Mhm.
where the person is, cold, warm, or hot.
Mhm.
And the conversation or lesson or language,
Mhm.
like you said, um, if this is happening, this is an indication that that a problem exists.
Ex-
Just that way of communicating.
mhm.
I really like it, and
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to owning that thinking
Awesome.
language.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So now the first thing that we need to do in order for us to get to that space
Hmm.
is we need to recognize what exactly is your most lucrative result. What is it that people will come to you when somebody comes to you and they have a problem that you
Hmm.
solve? What is it? Now, before we do that,
Hmm.
tell me who your ideal client is.
I would say it's a woman, 55 years plus.
Okay.
She may or may not be have a higher education degree, but she's a career woman.
Okay.
She's prosperity oriented, and she's more than likely a woman of faith. Um, she already has strength and self-esteem and confidence.
Okay.
And she's seeking to usually either expand her personal development on a conscious note, like the hot lead, but very often it's the person who has a crisis or a crossroad.
Okay. So can you say, I'm going to
Yeah,
say,
so I'll say, yeah, the one is personal development. In other words, I want to launch a ministry. I want to launch a business. I have this creative idea, Karen, and I know you're good at this. Help me sort this out
okay.
or
Okay.
partner with me to do it.
Okay. So,
So
so I
that's, yeah.
launch an idea very similar to
Hmm.
what, okay. So
Yeah.
I have this feeling and, this desire,
Mhm.
burning desire to start something, but I'm just not
Yes,
sure
right.
how to.
Yeah.
Do they know what it is? Do they know
Yeah.
the?
Very often they have an idea of what it is.
Okay, okay.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Seeking to launch an idea.
Mhm.
Now, this idea, is it a business or a ministry?
Um, sometimes it's both, but hmm, lately it's almost like 50-50.
Okay.
Um, and the ministry doesn't necessarily have to be ministry or paraministry, but a nonprofit work like a social solution,
Hmm. Hmm.
you know?
Okay. Okay. I'm going to okay. So, and then the other one is
Mhm.
has crisis or in.
Crossroad.
Okay, tell
It's
me
more
about.
of a crossroad than a crisis. A crossroad then is, um, it could be, again, as a piggyback to what we said, I'm working full time, but I want to start this project.
Okay.
Whether it's whether I keep working and do the project or work and build this project so that when I retire, it's there for me. It could be a crossroad of um, a health challenge. Not looking to me to be the doctor, but how do I faith my way and vision my way through it with mindset?
Through the challenge or
Yeah,
through
through
starting
the
the.
through the challenge. Like if it's a, a, a life change, so it could be a change in their health. It could be a change in their career, but not Karen, help me find a job. It's more, what do I really want before I start looking? Because this time I want to get it right, or this time I want it to align with my goals and desires. Um,
So what we have here, okay, is a lot. Okay.
yeah.
It's a lot. And a lot of, one thing that I'd love for you to see, and the reason why I like to write this down, okay, is I want you to see that there's a lot of people that fit into this. And the bigger it is, the harder it is to find one person.
Yes.
Is one when you're at the beginning, okay, when you're at the beginning and you're communicating, if you're not looking for one person,
Yes.
it's going to be hard to
Yeah.
get that person, because a lot of people will be hearing it and somebody will say, nah, it sounds like me, but it's not me,
Mm-hmm.
because there's this other clause that's added.
Mm-hmm.
So but as we go, okay, the exciting thing is as we go, it's going to fine tune itself. Okay, as you begin to respond to people. In short, as a matter of fact, one of my clients was just saying to me that she used to reach out to she used to do organizing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she actually had a business in organizing. Then she wants to transition now to business organizing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would usually sometimes what happens is when you get a few clients from the niche that you had before, you
Yeah.
start to think, am I really sure I want to do this? Okay.
Mhm.
So sometimes it helps fine tune, just hanging out with some of the people and the work and the solution and all that. Then sometimes you're able to say whether I want to do it, but not with this group. Okay. I would rather do it with this group. Okay.
Mhm.
So all of this is good to write them all out. However, right now, what I would want for us to do is, because right now we have this person, okay, I'll tell you what I have written.
Mhm.
Woman, she's 55 plus, and
Mhm.
she has a prosperity orientation, okay.
Mhm.
And then she's a woman of faith,
Mhm.
okay. Prosperity orientation, what does that mean?
It means that it's a person who expects to be prospering. They're not struggling
Okay.
um,
and they're not, then they don't have a, because it's a woman of faith, because a lot of
Right.
people say money is evil, right? So,
They,
so
she
you're saying,
doesn't have those
does,
beliefs. The
okay,
woman I'm with, they're kingdom women. That's why I
okay,
don't even really like to say woman of faith. It's a kingdom woman,
okay, kingdom,
which for me means that you've dealt with all of those, um, hindering ways of thought.
okay,
She's a kingdom woman. So she knows that she has a purpose.
very good.
She may not know what it is, but she knows that she has a purpose.
Mm-hmm,
She
mm-hmm,
knows she has a destiny. She may not have honed in on what it is, or she may be
mm-hmm,
partially through it or
mm-hmm,
just in the process of discovering it. But
mm-hmm.
people seek me for purpose and for destiny
Very good, very
and
good.
for strategy.
Exactly. So now, what all that you're doing, did you notice that you're cutting
Yeah.
away, you're cutting people off? That's good.
Mhm.
That's a good thing. But we need to cut even further. Right. So now the next level that I have is she has self-esteem and confidence
Mhm.
for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Very
doesn't mean that she doesn't have areas of weakness or doubt or whatever, but overall,
okay.
she
Okay.
has self-esteem
Okay. Very
because she's a kingdom woman. So it means that she has self-esteem. She may
mm-hmm,
have areas,
mm-hmm,
growth areas or areas of pain or even trauma, but it's not holding her back from functioning. She's
mm-hmm,
aware, or she has the capability. Here's the important part, because I'm a coach, not a therapist or counselor.
mm-hmm,
So I would be working with women who have the ability
mm-hmm.
to explore deeper questions
On
without going into trauma.
exactly. Without shutting down.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Very good. So it's the more, we're getting there. Okay. Now the next one is she's seeking to launch an idea,
Mm-hmm.
and which can be a social enterprise, right?
Yes, it could be.
Yeah. And but again, you have she's facing a crisis or at a crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, so what happens very often, I found, I don't know, that women have desires that they live with all of their lives, and they put it on the back burner for child rearing, marriage,
Mhm,
and just the basics of earning a living, career. But then usually at a point, whether it's the onset of middle age or beyond, or sometimes it could be like a divorce or the kids leaving the nest or whatever, they
mhm,
say, you know what, I've had this desire forever, and I'm going to do something about it. Now, where do I begin? So
mhm,
I'm not, even though I could help women who already have a business, I'm probably not a candidate right now for a business to business. And that's okay with me.
mhm,
Um, so with my nurturing and administration skills and my financial basics, I'm able to help first generation, I call it, first generation entrepreneurs who
okay,
are ready to move forward, or who are moving from one career, like maybe out of education, into something else.
mhm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Sense. But the question is she, so now the next this
Mhm.
right now, I want to ask you, your client, the one that you're working with, the one
Yeah.
that has the beta offer, where who is she? Give me a picture
She's
of where.
55 plus. She's a woman of faith slash kingdom woman.
Mm-hmm,
She is already dabbling in multi-level marketing plans. She's in like 3 or 4 of them.
mm-hmm,
She says she's getting income from it. She does work them, so
mm-hmm,
I believe it. She
mm-hmm,
also is very talented. Uh, um, I don't want to say too much. With athletics and mentoring people, women.
mm-hmm.
So she has several streams of income
Yeah.
already, and it is her desire to expand that. Um, so she came because she had a crisis in her career
Okay.
and
Okay.
wanted to help navigating it.
Okay. So now, could we find people that have the same challenge? Do you think,
I would think it's happening to women everywhere.
yeah.
Um, it's just that I haven't languaged it in such a way,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't and or languaged it to the right populations or platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And when we spoke the last time, I did some research. I don't have it in front of me. I apologize. But
Mm-hmm.
it but when you mentioned about the thinking, I began to Google um, the top 5 reasons why women seek counseling.
Okay.
So I'm compiling a list of uh, things that happen in life
Mm-hmm.
that uh, push women to seek assistance with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I figure if I can identify a list of 3 to 5
Mm-hmm.
key events that take place in a woman's life cycle and in our today's environment, I can speak to that pain. I can be more specific
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
narrow it down and call forth women with that specific need and
Exactly.
support them.
Exactly. So now for this woman, because because you have her, you
Mhm,
can use her as the example,
mhm.
right? To identify what was the challenge that she had in her
Um,
career. Do you
yeah.
remember?
Yes. Well, the challenge was something. How can I have to figure out how I want to word it?
Mm-hmm.
How I can just say there was a work-related incident that caused her pause, and it was significant enough to have her question, what's my plan for life, for
Okay.
retirement? Are there other ways that I can live and thrive
Mm-hmm.
and still be prosperous,
Mm-hmm.
still be available for my family and my faith community, and prosper? And I want to leave a legacy.
Beautiful.
She was legacy oriented.
Very
Those
good.
were her questions, and she was like, help me sort it out. And she said, when this happened, and I
Mm-hmm.
was talking with her husband told her to call me, and I've
Beautiful.
never met him before.
Wow. Wow.
So just from, yeah,
Okay. So just from why, how did he know you?
because of her conversations with him about me, and people know me in the community a bit
Okay.
and what I stand for, as a woman of faith, an educator, self-published, and I have been, I have tried to make a presence. I have my ministry, I've done workshops and conferences, prayer
Mm-hmm.
vigils.
Mm-hmm.
So people know me as a woman of faith,
Okay.
and they've watched me transition through many different careers while I maintained lots of family responsibilities, hardship,
Mm-hmm.
and still remain faithful. So it's like you don't know who's watching,
That's it. That's
even
it.
the men.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he's the one who said, call Karen Kit.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So the challenge, I want to go back to the challenge. Could it be, why should I keep putting up with this?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So people that are women 55 plus and they have, they're still working,
Hmm.
they're having to go through some disrespect or whatever. I don't
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
exactly it was.
It was a
And
safety issue. That's what we'll say,
okay.
on
So
top of all the other disrespect.
exactly. So now that may be your angle,
Yeah.
okay? Where because if, remember how we said the person that is hot, like sweating, okay? Should I, why am I even still, you know, here?
Yes.
When
Yes.
I'm no longer a baby, I should, so it comes back to all those things that you
Yeah.
were right, so what you did for her was actually help her navigate that crisis.
Yes.
Not
Exactly.
necessarily, not necessarily, are you helping her launch her business?
Well, after we navigated the crisis, so to speak, and then we began to expand the focus
Okay.
to prosperity, so to speak, financial stability.
Okay.
And I was able to, we did like a mini audit
Mm-hmm.
of her streams of income.
Okay.
And then I helped her brainstorm ways to expand,
Okay.
and she implemented them.
Okay.
And it resulted, it was very positive results. I'll just say that
Okay. Okay.
for
Very,
her.
yeah.
And I laughed. I said, boy, I could almost, when I get her endorsement or whatever, I could say that our work together and the expansion of her businesses paid for the course
Exactly.
because I
Eh,
tracked it. I
Yeah.
was like, you paid for this.
Yeah.
We did.
And
Yeah,
it's not even just about the what she paid for.
exactly. Yeah.
Now that's the value,
Well,
you
her
know.
return, exactly. She got a
You
return.
know,
Yeah,
but the extension of her life,
yeah,
right? You know, the joy that people around her feel because she
yes,
the you know, and then the opportunity to actually make more,
yeah.
right? That is
That was a surprise benefit for both
uh-huh,
of us.
exactly, you know. So that is I just love this scenario because there are many women that are there,
Right.
many women, you know, that and like you said, they've worked, you know, many of them have not
Hmm.
paid attention to themselves over the years.
Yes,
You know, as women, we think of the family first because
yes.
right, you know, so all of this you're still going to get to say and get to talk
Hmm.
about and get to do. However, the main thing would be that crisis at work,
Yeah.
the disrespect at work. You know, we may have to find a way to coin it in a
Hmm.
way anybody that hears it, they're like, oh my God, I were you at my office yesterday?
Yes, yes, yes. I would like that.
Very
Yes,
good.
please.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so that's good. Now we know your ideal client.
Hmm.
So the pain they have is disrespect at work.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
And what you're helping them, your most lucrative result is helping them what's that word?
Hmm. I like navigate. I don't know. Does navigate?
Yeah, navigate is
I don't
good.
know.
Navigate is good, but just play around with it a
Mm,
little bit,
okay.
and you may be able to get another word that has more results, you know, like you can see, you know, because again, there's a mini thing that I put inside the course
Mm,
that explains people get results. Okay, so for example, lose weight, get more
mm,
clients, you know, and all of that. Then
right,
there's experience, which is I help you launch, I help you get
right.
better, I help you, you know, so the experience. The result driven ones are more
Yeah.
acceptable, you know, and as a matter of fact, when you begin to communicate it, you want to communicate the results they're gonna
Hmm.
get
Right.
this. However,
Yes.
the experience of actually working with you is what leads them to that result.
So, yeah, I thank you for that. The first thing that would happen would be if I were promising the result, I would say that I would create a space where it's safe for them to explore what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of times they're going through this and they're like, I can't, I'm afraid to think. The pain is there.
Mhm,
I don't know what to do about it. The
mhm,
thought of even looking at it, because when they think of that kind of pain, the first thing they think is, oh my goodness, I've got to change jobs, change careers, or quit. They're
mhm.
terrified to even look at it.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a part of it, which, I'm just sharing that for later, but that's a big part of it. Or I don't have the time to think about it. I'm so much in the rat race. I
Mhm,
feel the pain. I want to do something, but I don't
mhm.
even have time to think about it. And that even makes me more anxious and tired and disempowered. So
Okay.
that's one of the dynamics. The word pivot is overused or oversaturated,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
when you use the word pivot, that again sounds like a zero sum, because a lot of
Yeah.
times what we found is you don't have to necessarily even change what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
a lot about your mindset, how you respond, setting up boundaries, communicating differently, finding other outlets, or a transition into something
Mhm.
that fits you better, or suits you more.
Yeah. So now it's going to come. Okay. However, I want us to look at it from the perspective of the person
Yeah.
that is taking money out and they want to buy,
Mhm.
right? What is it that they're buying?
Mm-hmm.
What's that result that they're buying? Is it
Is it freedom
is it
or power?
yeah? Is it freedom?
Um,
Is it time?
some of it might be.
Yeah, freedom. Anyway, anything freedom
Yeah.
related, time related too. Freedom. Then there is there was a word you used, but I missed it. Something about the stress that they're having, and you offload that stress
Mm-hmm.
in working with you. But again, as we go, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get to that next week.
Yeah.
As we're going to look at it, and then the words will get clearer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah. It's
now,
like relieve the stress or something. Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
But
yeah.
there's, yeah.
There's
Okay.
there's more. There's more. All right. So now let's go to find this other. Okay, I'm gonna find this right
This is
here.
the best progress I've had, by the way. I just want you to know with this
Oh,
process.
super
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Super excited
I'm
about that.
still working. Why should I keep putting up with this?
Yeah.
Disrespect at work. It's painful.
Mhm, mhm.
I like that. So I can relate to that.
Yeah, I love that. And what
I
I
can
feel.
talk about that
You
with
know what
some
I feel like
passion.
doing? I feel like bringing you into my group and doing a quick live immediately after this. That's what I feel like doing, so that more people will know. Okay, so let's do this.
Uh-huh.
There's a form that I
Hmm.
wanted to actually. I'm going to do it with you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That works for me.
yeah, it's much better. It's much better when we do it together.
Okay.
Um, Google. But then next week, I'm going to need you to
Hmm.
uh, attempt on the one that we have. Okay, so it's off. What's the name of it? Off screening. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Okay, so it's basic. What we're doing is, now that who your ideal client is, we say she is a woman, 55 plus, woman of faith, experiencing some form of disrespect, and um,
We want to say in the workplace or,
in the workplace. Yes.
yeah, because otherwise it'll be
Yeah.
marital counseling or things like that.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Even,
that's very clear. I
yeah.
think this is very clear. Woman of faith, 55 plus woman of faith experiencing disrespect in the workplace.
Hmm.
For example, we know that she's 55 or more and she's still working. Okay.
Yes.
Now if we want, we could also add, career woman of faith, right?
Yeah.
Career woman,
I like that
yeah, career.
because that's also the woman who, has the financial ability to
Exactly.
say yes to an offer. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. I love that. Very good. Okay. What problem are you helping them solve?
Hmm.
So now you tell me.
The pain of this of working, the pain of uh getting rid of the pain, getting rid of disrespect in the work environment, uh getting rid of
Okay. Getting rid of what's that? Getting rid of uh
my little
what's that word?
oh yeah, hostile Um, I'm looking at different words like antagonistic,
Mhm.
um, confrontational, turbulent workplace,
Mm.
uh,
What
unsympathetic.
do you do for them? You give them the courage to go confront and to go deal with,
The courage to, I would say, confront, but also
make peace
take
with them,
control. It's
and
not always kind of confrontation either, because sometimes, I mean, confrontation, when a woman hears that, she
Mhm.
might say, "Oh my God, I'm not going to get in someone's face or try to have those courageous conversations." But you
Mhm.
can confront it with strategies,
Mhm. Mhm.
with skilled strategies.
Mhm. Mhm. And
Um,
most times, I'm guessing that it's because, I was actually just, talking to my husband. My husband helps people with their marriages, and
mhm,
I was talking about somebody recently, and the fact that the guy just, and the word I used was
mhm,
more, he woke up
yeah,
um from
yeah,
the, right, it's like everything has been happening, and he's been taking it the way it's been, but then
mhm,
he's like, I'm not going to take this any longer.
mhm.
So is that something like what you help them get to?
That would be one of the clients, yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
One of
So,
them would be to wake up.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I was thinking, when you have that, get rid of disrespect and frustration, the frustration of
okay.
uh, unreasonable workloads, um, antagonistic cultures, work culture.
Mm,
Um,
antagonistic.
yeah,
Okay.
unreasonable workloads, antagonistic work cultures,
Mm-hmm,
um, and unaligned, unaligned career placement or unaligned job placement, unaligned.
okay. Okay. Um, so, okay, I'm loving this. So now it says it helps them get rid of disrespect. So I don't know if we help them get rid of disrespect, right?
Yeah, get rid
Because
of
that's not our
frustration, get rid of
content.
the frustration of
Mm-hmm.
un,
Of
of I
invisible
would
work.
like antagonistic work culture first,
Okay.
because then that deals with the disrespect,
Mm-hmm.
and the human interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Unreasonable workloads and unaligned. Yeah, that's a start. That's a good start.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is a very good start. And,
Mhm.
and again, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Mhm. In short, what we want at this stage is one thing.
Okay.
Okay. I help you do this. Okay. For
Mhm.
example, I say is I help you get clients with videos.
Mhm.
Now, how I do that is we go through all of this clarity pieces and
Right.
so now what are they currently doing to solve the problem?
Mhm. Um, Really, for most of them, it's all I can think of as negative responses at this point. The negative ones are that they're sacrificing family time,
Okay.
personal self-care,
Okay.
sacrificing family time, personal self-care, um, leisure
Okay.
and social activities. So that's kind of like the negative part of it. In terms of constructive responses, what are they doing?
Mhm.
Well, they're working longer hours. That's
Okay.
part of sacrificing the family time, but they're working longer hours. Um,
Right?
yeah.
Because if for example somebody may say, well, I'm working longer hours because I just don't want to go home and da da da.
Yeah.
But you want people that it doesn't make sense, but they still
hmm
okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
hmm
um and now these are soft, but this
Yes.
is hard right here.
Yes.
What's one thing that they are doing money, what are they using?
Oh, I'm sorry. Losing sleep.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Losing. Okay. Yeah, losing sleep.
Yeah. Okay. You were asking me something. I didn't want to forget that one.
Yeah, so I was personal self-care. Yeah. I was asking, what was I asking? It was
Sorry.
about money.
Yeah.
Money, what are they spending on?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. That is their attempt to solve the problem.
Right. Mm. If they're 55, they really aren't paying for extra childcare, um, per se. Financial. I can't really think of a financial downside right now, for that age range.
Mhm, mhm.
Um,
So don't look at it as financial
yeah,
downside.
yeah.
Look at it as financial investment,
Impact.
hoping that it would actually solve their problem.
Mm.
Okay. So many of them you would even notice are
Well, I mean, that I usually think about self-care about, they're spending a lot of money on fast food and,
okay.
uh, you know, um,
Another thing could be,
yeah,
another thing could be even the multi-level thing.
yeah,
I wonder, I don't know, if sometimes they're actually starting all those businesses because they're hoping that
yes,
this would become an income so that
yes,
and so when you said series of multi-level marketing means that she's tried this one and then she tried this one
that's a
and
good one.
yeah. Okay,
So
so
how
they're
about,
spending money.
right?
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, so they're trying to, and it's true. Uh, Investing in, I don't want to call out MLM, multi-level marketing programs, but investing in businesses with no or low return,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
investing in side businesses.
Okay,
How about that?
yeah.
With low or no return. Yeah.
Businesses that promises
hmm
big results,
hmm
right?
Okay,
Um,
that's
yeah,
good. I
we
see what
can
you're
we
saying.
can we can we can play
Mhm.
around with it,
Right.
change it, but
Yep,
it's
that's what
good
they're
to
doing.
be.
All right.
Can you see that it's so easy to find your people now?
Yeah, yeah.
Because once it gets to the point of where are they hanging out, it's so
hmm
easy. They're there, right? Okay, we know
Yes.
where they are, right? And then other things that would maybe just think about it
Yeah.
as you go. The more you know in this, the better it is.
Yes.
Because now you're able to find those people
Yeah.
easily
Yeah.
to get them. Now, what's wrong with that? Okay, so that's the next question. What's wrong with this
hmm
that they are bringing?
hmm
Why is that not the solution, in your own opinion?
Okay, so if we go in order of the first ones, um, What's wrong with it?
Let's do the one that,
The
you know,
working, yeah.
yeah, let's start from this one.
I would say low, no return on investment. They're spending a lot of energy with low or no return on investment. They're spending time, energy, and their expertise.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Now, you know, something that just came to me also is here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
some of them, they're investing on this, right?
Yeah,
Hoping to get money, but
yeah,
some others will tell you, actually, when they try it and there's no income, they'll say, well, I didn't do it because I wanted to make money. I was just doing it even to help my health, right?
yes,
So they're trying to solve the, you know, because you said they don't have personal time for themselves to rest, they're losing sleep. So they say, if I buy this product, it will
mm-hmm.
help me get my time back. And
Right,
so that's also a mindset that you need to have, you know, because if you just say you're wasting your money on all these things that are not bringing results, but the question is, they'll tell you no. The objection they'll tell you is no, I wasn't doing it because of money.
uh-huh,
So it's good to note that
that's
as well.
good.
Yeah. And what's wrong with that? Anything else? Losing sleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually one of the, okay. The other part
Mm-hmm.
that also good is, you know, the spending hours, right?
Yeah,
At work, um, is maybe more disrespect.
yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it there, and if any others come, you can use that.
Okay.
Okay. How are you and your solution different?
Mm-hmm. Um, hmm. So different from others who may say they have a solution to the problem.
Exactly. And
Um,
different from the what they've been trying to do themselves.
okay. Um, well, I've navigated many career changes and initiated projects with good results. Um, I'm tapped in because I've navigated the similar same challenges. Um, and then also what makes me different, I have a deep commitment and to support them. Um, how do I say it? I'm trying to think of it in marketplace terms. I have, uh, I have knowledge and wisdom. You don't walk around saying that, but it's like I have words of knowledge and words of wisdom. I can see what people need. I can hear what people want,
Mhm.
and I can look at their skills and who they are, and I can show them how to put it together to get what they want. I know that sounds weird, but
Yeah.
that's what I am able to do.
Okay. So that's good. That's very good. But we need to be able to communicate it to
Yeah.
a person that doesn't know you and
Hmm.
doesn't care to know you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because again, the
Hmm.
way when you begin to communicate, what happens is people are thinking, what's in it for me?
Right. Right.
And most people are not looking for who do I hire?
Right.
No, they're not looking for who do I hire.
Yeah.
Looking
Well,
for how do I get this pain away?
I mean, I can, how am I different?
Mhm.
I draw
Don't
from,
do how am I different? Do
okay,
how is my solution different?
solution.
Exactly.
Well, I provide a transformation.
You
And I
still
know
said
people
I
say that,
there.
okay, it's
I.
different. Well,
Hmm.
results. How are you and your solution different?
Hmm. So So I want you to begin to look at it from, there's no faces. There are two options down, but there's
Mhm.
no me standing there.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm in the store. I have this problem and I see.
Yeah, it's client led. It's
Okay.
client led.
Okay.
Um,
What does that mean?
it means that I don't tell them what to do. I help them get what they say they want or desire. They decide where they're going.
Client-led.
Yeah, I think of client led. I think of like differentiation in education. It's like each person, it's individualized. Um, they're unique.
Mhm.
It's unique. It's prescriptive. Um,
Um, Client's uniqueness.
mhm.
What's that?
It's a strategy based framework. They have to do something. I'm not going to talk at them or tell them what to do.
Yeah.
It's strategies, it's implementation. Um,
Client's uniqueness align.
mhm.
Client unique. I don't know the word to use
That's all
here,
right. It's
but
aligned with the client's uniqueness,
exactly. Yeah. So
aligned with the
align with
client's
client's uniqueness.
uniqueness or unique gifts and
Good.
talents. It's aligned with the client's unique gifts and
Okay.
talents.
Okay.
So I basically align the client's unique gifts and talents. Um,
Client's
mhm.
client's uniqueness
Yeah, yeah,
is aligned
yeah.
to
The solution is aligned.
with clients
Mhm.
uniqueness. Now, with
Uniqueness, you could say for
all
now.
this is going to change,
Yeah, definitely. I know that's
but
not a,
but this is just the
it's a
beginning.
start. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay, client's uniqueness. Okay. The solution is aligned with client's uniqueness.
Mm.
Okay. And then personal results and your
Can you say it's measurable?
measurable.
Measurable results?
Okay. Measure
Because it'll be measurable on some point.
measure
That's the way I work.
results. Okay.
Measurable results. We can
Okay.
start with that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Measurable
Yeah.
results and
Mhm.
and then the other thing is the part that they get support from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hand holding. Okay.
Yeah. That's one of my superpowers, they tell me in my training groups.
Very good. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's those
Yeah.
are
I'll
those
get the
are the
terms for
things
that.
that makes it better.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now the other thing is actually what are they using to solve the problem? There are some courses that some of your people are buying right now
Mm.
to solve the problem.
That's
You need
true.
to find out what those are
Yeah.
and know them. Okay. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna say
Yeah.
courses.
Thank you.
Okay.
How about courses, workshops, challenges?
Exactly.
Let's put
Workshop
all that in there so I'll
yeah,
remember. Yeah.
challenges and events in general.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but some of them
Mm.
I courses because they're paying for it.
Yes. Yes, I get that. That's
Too.
good.
Challenges sometimes are free.
Mhm.
So, because again, I'm going to show next week we're going to look at the reason why it's better to look for the things that they're paying for. Okay,
Yes.
it's actually a good thing.
Mhm.
They're already making an attempt to solve the problem. They just
Yes, I like that.
all right. So, when you talk to them, how are they going to counter
Mhm.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
One of them is what I said earlier on, where they're going to say, I didn't start the business because of my health, my
Mhm.
making money, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
It's okay that I didn't make money.
mhm, mhm,
I,
mhm.
I learned a new skill and I met some nice people.
Exactly. And I have some products too.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Can't forget that. Uh, uh,
Okay, so very good.
uh-huh.
Next.
Another one would be how do they, even though it's a career woman might say, I never hired a coach before, or um, you know, I'm, I never thought of, hey, I don't know. Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
never hired a coach before. Um,
I'm not sure I'll have time.
yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, because they're working
Yes,
extra.
yes.
Um, no time.
And they're gonna say, how will I know it works? Or they'll question the results.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
If I spend my money and spend my time,
mm-hmm,
you know, is there a guarantee I'll get results?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So more,
To
uh,
start, yeah.
more to come.
Or why should I work with you versus somebody else?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why should, yeah, some others would
Yeah,
want to work with
yeah,
Oprah and they would prefer
yeah,
Oprah to them than
exactly,
they don't know.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Okay. Now, part of the reasons why I was talking about, I gave you an example of how I pivoted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to see that if you don't, if you don't focus on your own people, there's people that are having disrespect.
Yeah.
What would I, and the more you even look at it, it may even go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these people, it's much easier to find those people for you.
It's sad, but it's true. That's
Yeah,
why I'm laughing. It's
yeah.
so sad.
And
Yeah.
because, a lot of times people think that what they need is the big gurus that would help
Mm-hmm.
problem. They can see the results of the big guru, but it really
Mm-hmm.
your results, right?
Yeah.
So, but it still doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to help them, because sometimes it's unclutter and removing the clutter that is in the mind
Mm-hmm.
and gives confidence. So that's very good. All right, what might stop them from having success?
Mm-hmm. Not showing up, not putting in the time.
Hmm.
Um, I would say uh, inability to um, I don't know, I want to say confront, to break inner barriers, to
Okay.
break inner barriers, inability to break inner barriers. And then after that, it would be uh, uh, dealing with what do you call it, incremental progress, the frustration, or some don't know, when you hit a roadblock, you make progress, dealing with setbacks,
Okay. Okay.
dealing with setbacks along the way.
Okay.
Um, it could also be listening to friends or family members. Mhm,
Can always change it. I
mhm.
like what else might stop them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think not putting the time is a big one.
Yeah.
Um, Inability to break inner barriers, that's
Mhm.
a big one too.
Yeah.
And what that is also tied to setbacks as well. Can
Mhm.
you to flesh it out a little bit more? The
Well,
inability.
I'm thinking about our transformational model in our coaching program.
Yeah.
So once they identify what their need is or their outcome,
Mhm,
then we go to work, and usually that leads us to an inner barrier. We pick the main one, right?
mhm,
And then, so that's where a lot of women get stuck. And then also, once you break the inner barrier or say, this is my issue, uh, okay, this is how we're working on it. I like it. We're working on that a few weeks. And then sometimes they'll be making progress, but then of course they're going to be setbacks. Other things come up,
mhm,
whatever, and they might be challenged to revert to their old thought patterns or mindsets. But you've
mhm,
got to be skilled along the way to say, yes, I've already dealt with this barrier. I'm moving forward, and this is my strategy to do that. So they're two separate things.
mhm, mhm. So you provide
So,
that solution, right?
well, instead of saying dealing with setbacks along the way, which would be my language,
Mm-hmm.
their language would be, as I said before, dealing with incremental progress.
Okay, okay.
How about that? You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
step by step. So they're making progress, but maybe they think, oh, I want a total change, and, dealing with incremental progress.
Okay, okay,
How about that?
okay. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
more like frustrations
Mm-hmm.
from slow progress, right? That's what you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And I don't want to say slow because it's a step by step.
exactly. But to them, it's slow.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So you
Okay.
could put slow and incremental in the
Yeah.
parentheses.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's their
Because
language, slow.
then when you speak, you
Hmm.
have to use their language.
Right.
Yeah. Because if you use your language,
Hmm.
they're not
Right.
gonna hear you.
Yeah.
They're gonna say,
Yes.
I don't
I
have,
get it.
I'm not telling, but if
Yes.
you say it looks like the progress is slow,
Hmm.
they're like, yeah, it's too slow.
Kind of like you told me in the beginning, right? Now that we think about it, you already coached me on that and said, hey, it's going to be incremental,
That's it. That's
but we're
it.
laying a foundation.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so slow, slow, and what did we say?
Dealing with slow,
Mm-hmm,
uh, in parentheses.
mm-hmm.
So we'll put with in front of slow, dealing with slow,
Okay, okay,
uh-huh, and incremental progress. That's good.
okay, okay, okay.
Yep,
Very good. Okay,
I like that.
and then now your program.
So my program is client-centered. I know it doesn't make any sense to them, but
Yeah,
um, I keep thinking dynamic. It's dynamic. It's co-creative. We're working together on it.
to get what?
Um,
Tell me, get this
okay.
support to get 6 week support to get blah blah.
Yeah. What kind of program is mine? It's a good one.
Eliminate. I'm just gonna just
Yeah, please. Uh-huh.
eliminate disrespect. It can change. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Disrespect at work. Disrespect at work. Right?
And then yes, and then it's also so that they can, I don't know, usually, yeah. Hmm.
It's one-on-one, right? For now.
For now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it could be group, it could be
Yeah.
one-on-one. Just
Yeah.
support.
We'll see how. Yeah.
So it's going to be eliminate disrespect at work. Now,
Hmm.
what next? In 3 weeks, in 2 weeks, we're going to do the golden message where we're going to be clarifying your message, and
Yeah.
that gets to. But right now, the program actually helps them eliminate disrespect at work,
Hmm. Hmm.
get rid of, okay?
Hmm.
get rid of. So so that's what we have for today.
Well,
And
that's a lot.
it is a lot. It is a lot.
Mhm.
The what's your email?
Mhm.
Okay, what's it?
The Kitty K
Okay.
101.
Okay, so I have, okay, I think I'm using this. It's okay. I'm gonna use I'm gonna do this one. Okay, so then I'm going to send it to you, and that way you
Yeah,
can work that.
because I can start doing research with what we've done today, and I can
Absolutely,
get things in their language.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so
That's a lot of progress.
I'm super excited about
I
that.
laugh about the eliminate disrespect at work. I'll have people knocking on my door. Uh,
Yeah, lots
yeah,
of
and it lends itself possibly to
yeah.
having group and one-on-one,
Mm-hmm.
because there might be women who raise their hand, but maybe they can't do the 1,000 alone. And maybe, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. It's really, I just shared it with you. It's
Thank you. I got it.
the clearer you get,
Yeah.
the easier it is to communicate.
Yes.
And then you're also going to be noticing as we're going, your message is very
Hmm.
different.
Hmm.
Your
Yeah.
very different from their language, right? And so as you're doing it, the more you interact with them, you will see, maybe I should have said it like this. Okay, next time
Hmm.
buy this, and all of that. And as you're doing the research as well,
Hmm.
you're seeing all sorts of things pop up
Yeah.
that will help fine tune this as well.
It's good.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're done. I'm going to stop sharing in
You.
the